So how's it going, guys? In this video I'm going to talk about the Ballon d'Or event and about the Real Madrid match that happened yesterday. So first of all, I want to clear something, that is I wasn't uploading videos because while playing football I got injured. A ball hit on my face, and of course you can see this is not the same glass I used in the previous one because it just shattered. Now I'm okay, so without any further delay we are going to talk about the Ballon d'Or event first. So let's start. So at first of all, I want to of course congratulate the Dembele and also you can say Lamine for coming second. It was not any like offense, it's just a beautiful gesture for myself. To be honest, Dembele deserved, and everyone, I would say, like almost from like the top 5, I would say deserved the Ballon d'Or event. Even Mo Salah, for what he has done for Liverpool, he's a living legend. We can't just say he isn't, like he didn't perform well. Of course he didn't perform well in the UCL, but he did in the, you can say, the Premier League. And talking about Rafinha, he just shattered the Ronaldo score. It was like 50-50 goals. It was one of the most highest scoring goal in the UCL, so it was amazing, and it was really amazing from like Rafinha. And talking about Dembele, the guy really didn't even qualify for the Ballon d'Or, like you can say, ceremony since like 2019 to 2024, but 2024, yeah. And now he just won the Ballon d'Or. That's of course you can say a really amazing, you can say, feat for him. And talking about now, he has won everything. Talking about like the Ballon d'Or, UCL, a treble, and World Cup. So one time he wasn't even those, like you can say, close to Mbappe. Now he is above him in terms of the trophy cabinet. And talking about Lamine Yamal, he really performed well. At the age of 18 years old, he come to the podium in the like a second position. It is a truly you can say wonderful thing inside of himself. And to be honest, listen, we all know the amount of, you can say, depth and power he put in the Barcelona's attack. It was just amazing, spamming crosses and doing those finesse shots. That was of course amazing. And of course he helped Rafinha for scoring goals. He helped Lewandowski. And talking about Lewandowski, he is in the position of, if I'm not wrong, it is 17. Of course, Vinicius in the 16th position. That is of course diabolical, that how you can say 40 years old striker came in a 7th position, even more performing better than Vinicius. Listen, I'm a Real Madrid supporter, honestly, but I didn't think Vinicius deserved the 16th position. He promised us, yeah, like you can say previous year, that he would perform 10x, but no, the result was, I wasn't say like looking like 10x. It wasn't even close to 2x. It was just like diabolical. It wasn't like really amazing. But putting Lewandowski in the 17th position is just, you can say, a shame on the Ballon d'Or thing. And talking about it was McTominay in 18th position. Why? Just because he left the Man United? That's why. Of course it doesn't make sense. Yeah, like you can say McTominay higher than Jude Bellingham and McAllister did amazing job for Liverpool in their UCL campaign. And Fabian Ruiz, Vitinha in, you can say, 3rd position, and Fabian Ruiz in 24th. No, it doesn't make any kind of sense. They played both really amazing. Their chemistry is the main reason why the midfield was so packed and so powerful and so controllable for PSG. And you're putting Vitinha in 3rd position and Fabian Ruiz in a 24th position. It doesn't make any kind of course, clearly sense. And now talking about Michael Olise, I would say the game is gone. The game is gone because he is in the 3rd position. Just to look at the, like you can say, I've seen in the Twitter, in the like X, that the stats were like higher for Michael Olise than Vinicius did for Real Madrid. To be honest, it is Bundesliga. People will say this is Bundesliga. He didn't perform really well. Anyone can do better in Bundesliga, but Vinicius played in La Liga. No, absolutely not. Every match, and even in UCL, the performance that Michael Olise gave to the Bayern Munich is the main reason why they keep up to the, like you can say, pace and to the other team. And now putting himself in the 13th position is just absolutely disastrous, I would say. And Vinicius doesn't even deserve the 16th position. If Vinicius deserved the 16th position, then Michael Olise should be in the, like you can say, top 10, or even I would say top in 15. And now in top 15 we can say talk about Pedri. Pedri in 11th position is absolutely again disastrous, I would say. He deserved more position in the higher position in the, like a top 10. He should have been in the top 10. And talking about Cole Palmer, I know no one hates him, everyone loves Cole Palmer. His celebration is one of the most famous celebration out there. Every day just open Instagram, you will see, if you like always watch any kind of football related reels, the Cole Palmer reel will come. Absolutely it will come. But of course Pedri deserved higher ranking because he was the engine, he was the heart, he was the brain, and he was the main reason that the attack and the ball holding position was really amazing in Barcelona. He is the main man who, you can say, give the output to the Hansi Flick tactics. And talking about now 15th position, the Victor Gyökeres, the like no smell of trophy. Talking about him, he was amazing, he was good, but I wouldn't put him above, of course, like Robert Lewandowski, even like Fabian Ruiz. Talking about also Virgil van Dijk, he's a defender. With like respect, he's a defender, but putting him in the 28th position, no, it doesn't make any kind of sense. At the age of, like you can say, really old, he performed amazing in the Premier League. Even he came like in the top in the, like as a defender in the Premier League. And also talking about Erling Haaland, 26th. Listen, he was the top scorer in the Premier League. Premier League is the Premier League. It's not any kind of, you can say, Portugal League. Okay, it was not in Portugal League. Even Portugal League was like 0.5 in terms of goal ratio, but Premier League holds the number one, like the 1 point for every goal, and it was 0.5 for Portugal, the goal ratio. So Erling Haaland should have been higher than Victor Gyökeres. Absolutely, you can't just put any kind of player, or the, like you can say, I don't know who got the privilege to just set their position and to even vote for the Ballon d'Or podium. That should have been more, you can say, precise while voting and while thinking of everything. You can clearly, absolutely, you can clearly see the amount of PR was put in the ranking, Ballon d'Or ranking, because listen, Michael Olise, talking about him, no one really talks about him that much, not even like in a toxic way, not even any kind of way. People love him because of his nonchalant act and because of his, like the way he plays. That's it. If you watch Bundesliga, Bayern Munich, you will know about him. Other than that, no, nothing about him will come out, or in, like you can see in the interface of Instagram or even Twitter. But now talking about the top 10, like you can say, podium in the Ballon d'Or ranking, people really talked about him. And talking about now Vitinha, people will say Vitinha isn't really, you can say, PR merchant, or he isn't really that famous, but Vitinha was the engine. People knew about that. Talking about even Luis Enrique also encourages and talked about Vitinha a lot, and he won the, you can say, Nations League with Portugal. He was the main man also in Portugal, even in, you can say, PSG. So of course that makes completely sense why he was in that like third position. But of course I would say it was injustice with Rafinha coming from Leeds United and to this position in the Ballon d'Or ranking, head to head to the like two players, Lamine and it was Dembele. But still the fifth position doesn't justify his position. I would absolutely say he should have been in the third one. Of course, respect to Vitinha, like it was hard, to be honest, to rank them, but at the same time you have to, you know, consider everyone. Football is watched by millions and billions of people, okay? So you can't just please everyone. Everyone will have their opinion. Dembele won, half of the people will say yes, we are happy and he is like the one who deserves it, and some of the people will absolutely and come and just criticize Dembele for winning it. And talking about again Lamine Yamal, absolutely Barcelona and some of the football fans would have been like, oh, he deserves it, he is the youngest player at the age of 18. People will say, but again people will hate him. Talking about those, like some of the, no offense to Real Madrid fan or any kind of, but people will come and just will say Lamine doesn't deserve, it was robbed, anything. You can't just, like you can say, make people happy or even pleased by giving anything. Some of the people would have been happy if Rafinha won, even if Mo Salah won, even if Vitinha won, people would be like, even in like if Vitinha won, people will just bring the Rodri scenario that Rodri won, that's why Vitinha won, blah blah. It is just like, you can say Ballon d'Or ceremony is a chaotic ceremony. Even now in Twitter, so people are saying that Dubai Dior is better than Ballon d'Or. We will never know because it is football. People, like every billions of people, as I said, watch football. Everyone has their own mouth and their opinion. People will fight till the rest, and we will, as a fan, we will just watch it, we will enjoy it, and of course gonna try our best to make the ranking way more better. And of course we're gonna make those type of videos, yeah, and comment on Twitter, comment on videos, comment on Instagram. We can just do that. So yeah, now I'm going to really talk about the Real Madrid match and some of the matches that happened like yesterday. So starting with, you can say, the Real Madrid match versus Levante. So Real Madrid really demolished them in a 4-1 victory, and of course Mbappe performance was amazing. And talking about Vinicius performance, it was also amazing. And talking about Mastertunio, he scored the goal and it was absolutely amazing. Talking about Mastertunio, he was a man who like was amazing like with the ball. He is kind of, you can say, our Lamine Yamal. Moreover, like Mastertunio also said that Bellingham teaches him a lot, and he also applauded Bellingham a lot. And this is amazing that how like club is working more like a family than you can say the business model or a footballing team. So it is good if the like player, like you can say, feel like they are self with love and care rather than like some of the like as a footballer or as a footballing, you can say, team. And talking about Mbappe, it seems like he is running for the Ballon d'Or for like 2026, and I'm most probably, if he won that, I would be the most happiest person in the whole world. And I really wishes him all the best and best luck, that he do everything. And I also hope that we win the, you can say, UCL. That would have been amazing for Mastertunio, Arda Güler, and for Mbappe, even for Vinicius, just to, you can say, shush his hater. I don't know what happened to Vinicius, that why he is performing like that, but I really hope that he comes soon and like genuinely he performs tennis better that he promised us. And talking about Mbappe, 2 goals that was amazing. First of all was his intelligence, that was of course going to the penalty area, then cutting his ball, then the leg tripped and he fall, and scoring the penalty was easy, and it was a Penacam that was absolutely amazing. And then the second one was the Arda Güler's magical, you can say, assist, like top of the, you can say, defender. Mbappe controlled it and just run out the keeper and scored the goal. It was absolutely amazing again. And talking about Mastertunio, the shooting was amazing. It was absolutely a really amazing goal. And then the, like you can say, we conceded a goal, but it wasn't a really very big deal, I would say. And Vinicius Trivela was one of the most key highlight in the match, because we all know Vinicius wasn't performing that amazingly, but now maybe he is getting his form back. So it is like it is good to see that Vinicius is coming back again in his form. And talking about Xavi Alonso ball, and Xavi is doing everything to just get the win for Real Madrid, and already he is in a 0-0-7 season run with 0 losses, 0 draw, and 7 wins. That is absolutely, you can say, wonderful and amazing. And now talking about the match that happened, that is like Liverpool's match. It was good, but there was some of the funny incidents. Talking about the 2-1 win, Isaac scored his first goal for Liverpool, if I'm not wrong, and then Hugo Ekitike scored the goal. So there is a thing, he fouled the player, so he got the yellow card. But then while after scoring the goal, he like you can say apologized in his Instagram. If you want, you can go and check that out. But like after scoring his goal, he just went to the like corner and taking off his shirt while while celebrating. And you all know that if you take off your shirt or jersey, like, you will get the yellow card, simple as that. But he forgot that in out of, you can say, joy and as like a unique spirit and for his red families. And after that the referee came and gave him a yellow card, second yellow card, and then he absolutely again like immediately showed the red card and he was sent off. And Liverpool were 10 men down for 10 minutes, but still they got the win in the Carabao Cup. So it was absolutely amazing, and I don't want to make this video really long. That's all about today's video. We're gonna meet in the future video if I don't get again injured, and see you soon guys. Bye bye.